have zoom capabilities. We can see very long distances. You just tap that.
And here's video from above of some of the results.
Yo gang, what is up? It's your boy Laz, aka Moto Bro, and I have a super interesting story about the Popo using drones to catch dirt bikers. So let's get into it. This is mind-boggling for me. I'm like, they're using drones now? But yeah, let's get into it. So I was scrolling through the YouTubes and I seen a video about the Popo, the whole department buying drones just to catch dirt bikers, and they're probably going to use this to catch like maybe car chases and other things in the future. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is wild, man. This is like a whole nother game changer for them, because like you can't really see a drone in the sky. It barely makes any noise, and that thing could just be following you all the way home. And as you see in the news clip, like that's literally what happens. So let's play the clip and we'll get back to it.
We have zoom capabilities. We can see very long distances. You just tap that.
Today, 9 Hagerstown police officers gathered in a vacant apartment complex to train as drone pilots on a fleet of 15 drones just purchased in December. And here's video from above of some of the results. Dirt bikers roaring through the city last week after one rider allegedly hit a police car as an officer tried to make an arrest. Police do not chase dirt bikes because they say it's too risky for the public. Even so, the riders are seen from above making dangerous runs down a pedestrian path to get away. The pilot shifts to a heat-seeking camera to track them. Thinking they ditched police, the riders calmly arrive at a house and hide the bikes. The drone was still watching when officers calmly drove up and safely made the arrests. 3 dirt bikes were seized. Sergeant Andrew Lewis was the drone pilot.
When we get a report of them, we'll send the drones up. We can have them up, almost immediately. Once we lock on, it's over for them.
In just 2 weeks, Hagerstown police say with drones they've seized 15 motorcycles and made a variety of arrests. Paul Kiefer is the chief.
It's just a safer way to work. Since we deployed these a few weeks ago for our very first operations, the level of the illegal dirt bike riding around our community has dramatically dropped off.
They know that we're now using drones because they're not out like they used to be. When they come out again, though, we'll be waiting and we go back to business.
Going all in with drones, training 20% of the department as pilots. With so many drones, they put them in police cars on every shift. The video, just like body cam, is public record, keeping drone pilots accountable. Besides dirt bikes, the chief here thinks drones will solve lots of other problems too, from catching car thieves to search and rescue. Hagerstown, Maryland now has lots of eyes in the sky. In Hagerstown, Scott Broom.
So as you see from the clip, the Popo department bought hella drones and they're coming after dirt bike riders. But the thing I really want to get into about these drones, I've had a DJI drone myself, and the newer drones, they have a follow feature. So the Popo, they don't really even got to do anything. Once they track you, like once they get it in the air and they find you and they zoom in on you and they hit like that track button, literally the drone will follow you unless you maybe go under a long bridge where it loses the tracking on you. But besides that, like literally this thing will track you until the battery gets low or you get away, which is just insane. I'm like, it's crazy how far technology is going, and I can't imagine like, imagine you're on your freaking dirt bike, you're cruising, doing a little whiskey here and there. Next thing you hear a freaking drone coming up over your head and you're like, oh my gosh, and it has you on the tracking mode. So literally anywhere you go, that thing is following you. And I've used these DJI drones and the tracking is pretty damn good. And I'm just like, my mind is blown away. I'm like, man, these Popo, they are getting smarter. And when I seen the news clip, I was just like, damn, they really did it. I mean, they don't need a helicopter no more, so like it's saving them money. They don't have to pay for gas. And it's way easier to track on a drone because it's pretty much automatic. It's just insane how like these drones are so good nowadays. Like it's literally like a mini helicopter. They last for about 40 to 50 minutes depending on the drone. So like literally that thing could be in the sky for almost an hour tracking every single move you make, and the thing is, it could be so high where you don't even hear it or see it. So like, you could be cruising, you don't even know you're being tracked. And next thing you know, you pull into your crib, like you seen in the video, and boom, they pull up and they have the whole footy of you cruising on your dirt bike. And it's just like, it's just insane what it's getting to, and how much effort they're putting in to catch these dirt bike riders. Like, I get it, but then I don't get it. I'm like, they're just doing some wheelies on the street. Like, I don't know. Maybe my perspective from it, I just don't see it as that bad. But I know other people do see it as bad, so they're probably for these drones. But I've heard also incidents about them using these drones to like hover over people's houses and it's like a sort of like a security risk, you could say, or like invading privacy, which is, I'm not for that at all. Like, I already feel like we're losing a lot of stuff in the US already. And another thing with these drones is like, you won't even know who's behind it, you know? It could just be a regular person having fun with their drone, freaking recording you having some fun in the streets, but then again, it could also be the popo tracking your every single move. And it's just like, it can be so high in the sky and it can zoom in far and then it tracks you, and like, you at that point you won't even hear it, bro. It'll probably just look like a bird in the sky, like literally a bird that's flying around. Especially when you're on the dirt bike, with the dirt bike noise, there's no way you would hear that drone. So it's insane. It's definitely getting a little more crazy out there, you know, with the bike stuff. But when I seen this news clip, I was like, man, I need to share it, because it's crazy, like the efforts they're putting in to catch these bikers. But there's also another clip. If you guys seen a video I did maybe a month or two ago about in New York City, they had like a tow truck driver with some quads on the back, and then the bike people seen it and they literally stopped the tow truck. Well, this happened again, but this was in Europe and it was a little bit different. Just a little bit different. This tow truck driver was still driving and someone hopped on the back and unhooked the quad, and literally the quad falls off the tow truck while the tow truck just drives off. And it's like, man, people love these bikes, man. Like, these are literally their life and soul. Like, I couldn't imagine losing one of my freaking babies. So I understand. Would I ever hop on the back of a tow truck? I don't know. If they towed my bike and I seen it on the tow truck and I had the opportunity, I probably wouldn't do it. But it's just crazy how some people, you know, they got the freaking balls to do that. And lastly, I do want to say, free my boy One Way Stefan. I don't really know what's going on with that, but I think he got locked up in the UK, and the UK is very strict with the bike life. I remember when I was there, like, I was on guard 24/7, always looking over your shoulder, because they were literally, I don't know if you've heard of One Wheel Wavy, but I'm pretty sure they like locked him up for 6 months or even longer for just doing some wheel skis in the street. So free the boy One Way Stefan. Let's get some comments down below. If you guys are still here on this part of the video, I appreciate it. Let's get some comments. Free One Way Stefan. Homie's a good kid, and like, it just sucked to see that happen to him. I don't really know much details about it. I don't know if he's already out, but I just seen on the Instagram that happened, and I'm like, damn, like, that sort of brings me back to when I was in Switzerland and I got freaking locked up. And it is scary, like, being in another country. I guess the UK would be a little bit more chill because they speak the same language, but it's still scary. You're in another country, you don't really know the laws, like getting a lawyer and stuff like that is just way different. The whole system's way different. So free the boy One Way Stefan. Speaking of a helicopter, bro, we got a helicopter coming right above us right now. Or it could be a drone, man. Maybe they got the drones out here too in Florida. But gang, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story about the new things that are going on with the dirt bikes. It's getting pretty intense, but hey, we're still gonna have some fun out there and enjoy our bikes. But remember, stay motivated, stay disciplined. I freaking love you. Till next time.